A DuBois County road construction project has been delayed, Purdue Extension brings us a special presentation, and Kurt Gooksell has highlights from Jasper Baseball versus South Spencer in sports. Those stories and much more are up next here on 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. In your news, a key road construction project in DuBois County has been delayed. Due to issues with utilities and the contractor's schedule, the work will not begin on the Brettsville Junction project until on or after Monday, June 3rd. The contract for the project was awarded to Lutgring Brothers Incorporated of Tell City for $1 million. This project is set to add dedicated left turn lanes for north and southbound traffic along State Road 162, as well as a traffic light. Motorists in the area can expect narrower lanes along State Road 162 as the dirt work for the new lanes begins. Electrical lines for the new traffic signals will also be installed. The traffic light will be activated once the new lanes are completed and pavement markings are in place. The project is expected to be completed in October of this year. Currently, motorists must stop in all directions on both State Road 162 and State Road 64. The new signal will stay predominantly green for traffic on State Road 64 and will be activated as motorists approach the intersection from State Road 162. NDOT encourages motorists to slow down and pay special attention as they become familiar with the new traffic patterns at this location. On an additional road construction note, the Indiana Department of Transportation also says starting on or after next Monday, May 20th, work is set to begin on a bridge east of Cannelton on State Road 66. Contracting crews with Goldman Asphalt and Construction of Clarksville will begin replacing a bridge over Deer Creek along State Road 66, just to the east of State Road 166. In order to keep the work area safe, one lane will be closed at a time during this project. Stoplights will be installed at either end of the bridge to control traffic flow through the area, and a 16-foot 4-inch width restriction will also be put into place. The $2.5 million contract for the project was awarded to Goldman Asphalt and Construction in March of this year. It is estimated the project will be completed in November of 2014, weather permitting. In both road construction cases, NDOT reminds motorists to follow the posted work zone speed limit, use caution, and consider worker safety when traveling through work zones all across the state. For the latest news and information about NDOT, please visit in.gov/NDOT or trafficwise.in.gov. The developer of a proposed fertilizer plant for Rockport said on Wednesday the project will be safe and not handle explosive materials like a Texas plant where a deadly explosion occurred last month. Developer Doug Wilson says all of the products made at the Ohio Valley Resources LLC will be liquid, non-flammable, and non-explosive. John Blair, the leader of the Evansville-based environmental group Valley Watch, said the proposed Rockport plant would manufacture 3,600 tons per day of ammonium nitrate, while the Texas plant produced about 4,800 tons per year. Wilson countered that assertion by noting unlike the products apparently stored at the agricultural retail facility in Texas, everything made at OVR's new plant in Spencer County will be in liquid form. Wilson said in a previous news release that was reissued yesterday, none of the products are highly flammable or explosive. Plans announced in December call for the $950 million plant to produce agriculture, fertilizer, and ammonia for use in emissions control at coal-fired power plants and factories. The Indiana Department of Environmental Management is considering an air pollution permit for the plant site, which is about 30 miles to the east of Evansville. Authorities haven't yet determined what caused the April 17th blast in Texas that killed 14 people. Indiana currently has no fertilizer plants, but about 1,000 locations, including agricultural cooperatives and farms across the state, store or mix enough fertilizer to require state inspections. Those inspections are handled not by the Department of Environmental Management, but by the State Chemist's Office at Purdue University and the State Fire Marshal's Office. A recent push for a stoplight where a Spencer County high school student was killed earlier this year is one step closer to reality. NDOT has announced that a public hearing for the event is set for June 4th in Rockport. The intersection in question at State Road 66 and Orchard Park Road in front of South Spencer High School is where 18-year-old Jacob Hamilton was killed after colliding with a semi at the intersection. Currently, only a caution light is in place at the intersection. South Spencer parent Natasha Boyer, whose daughter attends South Spencer, says her daughter was able to gather 1,800 signatures within a week's time on a petition, which was started the day that Hamilton was killed. NDOT has already made several changes in the area, including reducing the speed limit from 50 miles per hour down to 45 miles per hour and putting up new signs in the area. The public hearing on June 4th is set for 6:30 p.m. at South Spencer High School. A new event center is now open in Tell City. The Depot opened for the first time this past Saturday with live music and gift items in the building's gift shop for the hundreds of people that were in attendance. Tell City Councilman Chris Kale says the Depot will be a central part of the city. He says the center would be great for small class reunions, as well as for events such as bridal showers and small wedding receptions. The building's official dedication is set to take place next month. Local law enforcement agencies are planning extra patrols in the coming days to boost seatbelt usage during the Memorial Day holiday period. The DuBois County Sheriff's Department, Indiana State Police, and the Jasper Police Department are among 250 Hoosier law enforcement agencies joining what is a national mobilization. The Click It or Ticket campaign begins tomorrow and concludes on June 2nd. The annual campaign is credited by traffic safety advocates with helping to increase Indiana's seatbelt usage rate. That rate is now up to over 93% across the state, which is up from the 63% rate in 1995. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says last year in Indiana, 1,197 people were ejected from their motor vehicles because of being unrestrained. The Hoosier State had 3,450 crashes involving unrestrained drivers and passengers last year, which led to 274 fatalities. Local law enforcement agencies will be conducting special patrols around the clock during the upcoming 16-day patrol period. If an officer notices you or a passenger unbuckled at any time, you can expect to get a ticket. Overtime hours for the Click It or Ticket campaigns are funded by the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute. Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center has recently received a grant through the Wellborn Foundation. The grant, known as a Community Transformation Grant, encompasses a 7-county area including DuBois, Pike, Gibson, Warwick, Vanderburgh, Spencer, and Posey counties. The grant has 3 main objectives: reduce the deaths and disabilities due to tobacco use by 5%, drive down the obesity rate by 5% through diet and exercise intervention, and to reduce deaths and disabilities due to heart disease and stroke by 5%. Several special projects, including the Corporate Champions Program, have been commissioned to provide resources and help for businesses and industry contacts across the 7-county region to help institute cultural changes in order to improve health and wellness for employees. The Corporate Champions Program kicked off earlier this month, but it isn't too late to become a corporate champion. For more information on how to get involved in the program, you can contact Grant Coordinator Teresa Sorgis at the numbers listed on your screen. Finally tonight, a special presentation courtesy of Purdue Extension. In honor of Armed Forces Day coming up on Saturday, we take a look back at the year that was for Indiana's branch of Operation Military Kids. Once again, our presentation this evening is brought to you courtesy of Purdue Extension. Coming up after the break, your local forecast, plus sports with Kurt Gooksell, and Inform featuring Katie Himes and Mike Jones with Bully Bashers. That's all coming up next here on 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.